Hello friends, myself Vaishali Harak from MVP Samaj KBT College of Engineering Nasik. Today we are going to discuss SI unit of work, power and energy. We can discuss this SI unit for three systems. First one is mechanical system, electrical system and third one is thermal system. So first we can see SI unit for mechanical system. So first for it is work. Now work it is defined as the product of force and displacement. The work it is denoted by W. So W equals to F into T. Force, as we know that force it is mass into acceleration. So unit of work it is joule. Now second is energy. Energy means it is a capacity to do work. And this energy it can be measured in joule. Now there are two types of energy. One is kinetic energy and second one is potential energy. Now kinetic energy, it is the energy possessed by the body due to its motion. And it is given by half mv square, where m it is mass and v it is a velocity. And second energy it is the potential energy. Potential energy, it is the energy possessed by the body due to its motion. So it is given by mgh, where m it is mass, g it is a gravitational acceleration and h it is the height. So this energy it is measured in joule. Now third it is power. Power it is the rate of work done with respect to time. So power it is denoted by P, it is work done upon time. So unit of power it is joules per second, or we can denote it by it is watt. So this is about mechanical system. Now next we are seeing SI unit for electrical system. First one is electrical work. Now electrical work it is work done for transferring a charge from one point to another point in an electric circuit. And this transfer of charge takes place against the potential difference. So this work done it is denoted by W, which is equals to V multiplied by Q. As you know that current equals to charge upon time. So Q equals to I into T. So when I put that value of Q, so work done equals to VIT. And this work done it is always measured in joule. Now second one it is electrical power. Electrical power, it is the rate at which the electrical work is done. So electrical power, it is work done upon time. So P equals to, we know that work done it is V into I into T, where V it is the voltage, I it is the current and T it is the time. So P equals to VIT upon T, so P equals to VI. So electrical power, it is product of voltage and current. Or it is also given as we substitute V equals to IR, then it is I square R. Or if I put I equals to V upon R by Ohm's law, then it is V square by R. So electrical power it is also defined as it is VI, or it is equal to I square R, or it is equal to V square by R. Unit of electrical power it is always watt. Now third is electrical energy. Electrical energy, it is a total amount of work done in an electrical circuit, or it is a product of power and time. So electrical energy, it is power into time. Power it is V into I, so electrical energy it is given as E equals to VIT. And this electrical energy it is always measured in joule. Now third type it is SI unit for thermal system. So first we can see what do you mean by that specific heat. Specific heat is the amount of heat required to change the temperature of 1 kilogram of substance through 1 degree Kelvin. And the specific heat is denoted by letter S, or it is denoted by letter C. So specific heat is given by C equals to Q upon M T2 minus T1, where Q it is heat supplied m it is mass of the body, and T2 minus T1 it is change in temperature. Now second is sensible heat. Sensible heat, it is amount of heat gained or lost by the substance due to change in temperature. So this sensible heat, it is given by mc T2 minus T1, where m it is the mass, c it is the specific heat, and T2 minus T1 it is change in temperature. This sensible heat, it is also given as ms delta T. Delta T means it is T2 minus T1. Third one is latent heat. Now latent heat, it is the amount of heat required to change the state of the substance, means to change the solid to liquid or to change from liquid to gases. So amount of heat required to change the state of the substance, it is called as latent heat. And this latent heat, it is given as m into L, where m it is the mass and capital is L, it is specific latent heat, or it is also called as latent heat of coefficient. And this latent heat is always measured in joule. So total heat, it is addition of sensible heat plus latent heat. So this is about thermal system. Now next part, it is conversion of energy from one form to another form. According to law of conservation of energy, an energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another form. So we will discuss the conversion of energy from one form to another form in case of electrical, mechanical and thermal systems. So first conversion, it is electrical to thermal energy conversion. Example for that are water heaters, electric furnace and room heaters. So in this case, input is electrical energy and output is thermal energy. For example, in case of water heater, output is thermal energy, means that thermal energy it is used to raise the temperature of water, and input is obviously it is electrical energy. So this is electrical to thermal energy conversion. Now second one is electrical to mechanical energy conversion. Now example for that, it is lifts, water pump, electric trains and cranes, etc. Now electrical energy, it is converted into mechanical energy by using electrical motors. So for electrical motors, input energy is electrical energy. So due to that electrical energy, there is a rotation of motor takes place, and rotation of motors converts that electrical energy into mechanical energy. So this is about electrical to mechanical energy conversion. This can be done by using electrical motors. Third one is mechanical to electrical energy conversion. So example it is, or we can use for that conversion, that is electrical generators. So electric generator are used to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. It is required to rotate the generator mechanically, and this is done by using prime mover machine. The output of prime mover machine is a mechanical energy. So it is applied to the generator, which causes the rotation of generator. The generator, it may be a AC or DC. So output of generator, it is electrical energy. So this is about mechanical to electrical energy conversion. Fourth is thermal to mechanical energy conversion. Example is diesel engine. So diesel engine, it is an example of thermal to mechanical energy conversion. So in this, heat is produced by burning of diesel. So heat is produced means this is a thermal energy, and diesel engine, it can convert it into a mechanical energy. Now fifth is thermal to electrical energy conversion. Example of this, it is boiler steam generator. So boiler steam generator, it converts thermal energy into electrical energy. So boiler produces the heat and then heat produces the steam. So this steam pressure, it is used to rotate the turbine. The output of turbine is a mechanical energy. It is applied to the generator. So output of generator, it is a electrical energy. So boiler steam generator, it is a thermal to electrical energy conversion. So this is about the conversion of energy from one form to another form in case of these three systems: electrical, mechanical and thermal system. Thank you.